Hey guys, good evening. Hope everyone's doing well this Tuesday evening. We had a hurricane come through here last week, Hurricane Dorian. So we're kind of just trying to get back into the swing of things here this week. Thankfully everything was completely fine from the storm. We didn't have any damage or anything like that like we did last year. Hurricane Florence came through this area and there was a lot more damage and that kind of thing. So we're very grateful for that. Of course, some others weren't quite as fortunate this time. So keeping that in mind. So tonight I just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk about if you are thinking of traveling to the Caribbean this year during this hurricane season. Just a few things to keep in mind. Hurricane season is officially June through November, but tends to peak right about now. Kind of August, September, October is the time that you're most likely to run into storms. However, just because it's hurricane season doesn't mean that you should totally avoid the Caribbean. This is actually one of the best times of year to get some really good deals here. Kind of after the kids are going back to school, but, before the peak time here, travel during the holiday season, prices tend to drop quite a lot. You're not really going to see this very well advertised. You're not going to see, get a great hurricane deal here, but if you're thinking of planning a trip, just talk to me about what you had in mind and we'll find something for you. The same goes for resorts, activities, that kind of thing. Great time of year to be able to find some good deals for you there. Even if it is hurricane season, really, other than the actual time during storms, the weather really is always good. It kind of correlates through a rainy season, but that said, if there aren't any storms around, you might get kind of a quick burst of rain in the afternoon or that kind of thing, but really probably not enough severe weather to put a damper on your plans. One important tip I do have, if you are planning on going, travel insurance is always a good idea, but especially so during times like this. The investment for good insurance will absolutely be worth, the thousands of dollars that you could lose otherwise. There's lots of different plans that you can get, but definitely be looking for something that's going to get you coverage if your trip is either canceled or completely interrupted from a storm. And your plan needs to be purchased at the time that you actually book your trip. Don't wait on this, because if you try to purchase something after a storm has already been declared, you are not going to get any coverage for that. And when you're booking, make sure that you're familiar with the cancellation policies of your airline, your hotel, all of that kind of stuff. What's going to happen if there is a storm or something? Is the airline going to put you on the next available flight, or are they just going to, cancel your seat altogether? If you're booking with a travel advisor, that's something that I can definitely help you to code. And if you want to just completely remove the stress factor of this altogether, there are several great Caribbean islands that actually sit right below the hurricane belt, so they're great all year. Those are places like Aruba, Curacao, Barbados, Grenada. Aruba is known as having some of the best beaches out there. Really great place for families, known for diving, that kind of thing. Curacao, a little bit lesser known, but it's part of the Dutch Caribbean, and so it really has a lot of that European charm kind of mixed with the beachy vibe. A lot of really great nature there if you're into, hiking or some stuff outside of the beaches. Barbados was a former British colony, so that one has a lot of that kind of European feel too. Grenada is a really good romantic destination, known as being a spice island, so it's got a little bit more of that vibe going on. And a place like Hawaii is also a really great option this time of year if you kind of just want to avoid the stress of this altogether. It's also a good time of year to head there and get some good deals as well. So if you are thinking of planning something like this year, feel free to shoot me a message anytime, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.